Hi folks, back again. This is, let me set the watch, Bathrobe Chronicles number 58, part 2. And we're talking about why bogus, or why bogus treatments seem to work. Now oftentimes, people who are seeking these so-called alternative or complementary or integrative, the latest word, treatments, as they call them, they'll also be, most of them or many of them will also be seeing a regular doctor. Yes, a medical doctor who actually went to college, pre-med, went to medical school, did a residency and all that kind of stuff, and studied for like 9 million years. And not that all of them know everything, and there are some quacks out there, obviously, and some of them are outright charlatans, but let's face it, by and large, the average doctor is going to know something about medicine, and the average doctor will be able to help you with your medical problems, most of our medical problems. So, oftentimes, we have these ongoing chronic diseases, or whatever you want to call them, and we're being treated by a real doctor. And this doctor is possibly providing us with, medication and so forth and so on to help treat these ailments or these diseases. Now at the same time we're saying, oh gosh, I'm going to go to my energy healer, I'm going to use adjunct therapy, I've heard that term too, or I'm going to use something to complement what my doctor is doing. Now the weird part of it is number one, it's been proven, too many times to even talk about, that all this stuff just doesn't work. There's no mechanism that would even say it had the possibility of working. So we're going to our psychic healer, our energy healer, our reflexologist, our chiropractor, and so forth and so on. Folks, what they're doing isn't helping. The only thing it could possibly help is the placebo effect. In other words, this isn't real medicine. It's placebo at best. But I'm going to see my cardiologist, I'm going to see my internist, I'm going to see all these other people, and I'm going to see my energy healer. Now, I have this great relationship with the energy healer. I go see my cardiologist, he says, hi, how are you doing? I said, I'm doing this, that, and the other. I've already had an EKG, and so forth and so on. He'll ask me a few questions, he'll listen to my chest, or whatever, and then that's it, in and out in 10 or 15 minutes. And it's not really personal in the sense that the cardiologist has the time to sit down and talk to me for 2 hours. I mean, folks, come on, that's just the way it is. These folks are actual doctors with actual patients who have actual problems. And most of them are, you can barely get an appointment with them. So they don't have the luxury, if that's the word, to sit down and talk to you for 2 or 3 hours. Now these other folks, come on, they don't have so many customers. And one thing they offer that traditional and real medicine may not offer is they can sit there and talk to you for a couple of hours. They're going to charge you 60, 70 bucks an hour. And hey, they'll talk forever. You have the money, they're going to talk. That's all there is to it. Now, when we start feeling better, who do we give the credit to? Do we give the credit to the cardiologist who's prescribed some medicine? Do we give the credit to our primary care physician who may have prescribed some medicine or something? No. We're going to have to throw it on the old energy healer or the reflexologist or the psychic healer or whoever you're seeing out there. That's who we're going to give the credit to. There's also something else that's called confirmation bias. And what that means is we confirm something that supports what we want to be. So for instance, if we're going to, let's just use the energy healer. I love those folks. And we're seeking treatment there. And in other words, I go in, I get this energy healing stuff, and I'll walk out the door, and I don't notice anything any different. Then what are we going to say? Possibly if you ask the energy healer, hey, I'm just not feeling that much better today, assuming we would be so bold as to say something like that, we would most likely get the old, well, you know, sometimes it takes a while for it to work. Okay? Excuse me. And you might even get, you know, get the response of, gosh, you know, sometimes it takes more than one treatment. Sometimes I just can't fix this thing just like that. I would hope not, because they're doing nothing. Come on, folks. Gee whiz. Do you think I can heal you sitting in my living room shooting some rays or something over to you? So, I guess the question, I'm not even sure what I started with here, is why do people think bogus treatment works? Well, oftentimes, number one, you don't have anything wrong with you anyway. So it really isn't going to make any difference what happens. You can go to your psychic healer, your reflexologist, your energy healer, your daggone chiropractor, or whomever, and it really makes no difference because there's really nothing even wrong with us. You know, we feel a little out of sort or something. Most of us from time to time will get a headache. Most of us from time to time, in fact I think almost all of us, will have lower back pain. That's the way it is. Sometimes we'll have a little gastrointestinal upset or something. You know, now, if every time we have one of these things we rush off to these people and we get their treatments, eventually we're going to feel better. Now, if we bought into this whole thing, who are we going to give credit? We're going to give credit to this person who treated us, you know, this so-called treatment that they're doing. Whether it's the chiropractor, reflexologist, you know, blah, blah, blah. Hey, even the astrologer is something, you know. So, well, anyway, let me come back for part 3 on this one.